Hi guys, I'm Coach Syahirah, or as you may know, fitness trainer Syahirah. And with me, I have my co-coach Arina. She is a rugby player. Okay, so today we will be the coaches of your training session today. And before we begin, I need to make sure of four things. First of all, I need you guys to be well. Make sure that you are well to participate. You guys are healthy and well hydrated. The second thing that I want to make sure is that I want you guys to be in proper attire, like we are from top to bottom. So proper tops, bottoms, and our proper sports shoe. Okay, the third thing I want to make sure is accessories. So I do not want any one of you to be wearing any accessories as it may pose to an injury. So for example, earrings, necklaces, and watches. Correct. Okay, so now the last one that I want to make sure is that you guys your area of training is free of hazards. I do not want any lying bottles around or any like bicycles, anything that may pose to a risk of an injury. So far so good. Okay, now let's move on to our warm up. Now that we got your heart rate elevated and your heart pumping, first of all, I want you to grab a friend like I did here. You know why? Because having a friend during your exercises, it can actually motivate you, and plus you are going to have fun with your friends. Okay, on top of that, we are going to proceed to our two resistance training exercises, of which the first one is the lunges. Okay, Coach Arina, can you show me what a proper lunge is? Okay, so first step, what must we do? Hands on the hip, that's right. Why? Because we want to provide stability. What is the second step, Coach Arina? Step forward, okay, and go down, correct. Okay, so actually Coach Arina has the proper stance. She has her hands on her hip for stability. Her back is actually straight, which is good. It doesn't cause stresses. And both her and both her knees are in 90 degrees flexion. Okay, Coach Arina, please step aside. I want to show the common errors. Okay, now that you have seen the proper demonstration of a lunge, I want you guys to know what is the common mistakes then. Okay, so many of you out there, you guys don't have guidance. So I'm going to be your guidance. I'm going to tell you what are the common errors that usually people do during lunges. First of all, they forget to put their hands by the hips. Why must put hands by the hips, coach? Because it provides stability. So for example, if I do not put my hands on the hip, just like this, it can actually cause me to lose my balance, and that is not exactly what I want for a lunge. I want my lunge to be perfect, to be balanced, to be stable. So what I do is put my hands on the hip just like this, and then I go down both back straight, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, leg, front and back. So the second common mistake that I always see is people always arch their back. That is not what I want to see. You know why? Because it puts stress on your lower back and it may eventually cause an injury, which I don't want. And so I'm going to show you what improper spine position is. Okay. So basically, some people may have their back arch. Okay, just like this. Okay, which I don't want. This may actually injure your back. I don't want to see that. So make sure that you always have your back straight, just like this. Okay, just like this. Everyone understood so far? Yes, coach. Okay, good job. Okay, now the third one is that they forget to flex their back knee or even their front knee. So some people they tend to forget that lunges requires you to have 90-degree 90-degree knee flexion on both of your legs. So the correct stance that Arina did, Coach Arina did a correct stance, which was both legs in 90 degrees flexion, just like this. Okay, some people are doing it like this, which is incorrect. You know why? Because it really doesn't train your muscles, and because if you do like this with don't flex your knee, you are literally not doing the proper stance because your back knee is not 90 degrees flexion, which is basically not testing any of your muscles lah. So that is not what I want to see. Okay, so that is it for our lunges. Okay, but then before we go on to the next resistance training, I want you guys to know that first of all, make sure that you have the proper stance when doing the lunges. The second thing is that I want you guys to make sure that you don't do the common mistakes that I have demonstrated, which is both legs are not 90 degrees flexion, your back is arched, and your hands not on the hips. These are the three main common errors that I see people do. Now, I'm going to tell you how many times you need to do these lunges. So basically, I want you guys to do for 3 sets of 10 repetitions, meaning on each leg. So meaning, I want you guys to do 10, 10, that's one set, 10, 10, one set, 10, 10, that's a total of 3 sets. So take a pause on the video and proceed to your lunge exercise. Now, Coach Rena, please come back, please. Stand here. Okay, now we will be doing our second resistance training, which is the wall sit. Now, Coach Rena, show me what a wall sit is. Okay? Okay, that is good. You know why? Because she has her back straight, she has her hands on her laps, and her knee is in 90 degrees flexion. Okay, you can step aside now. Thank you so much. Now that you have seen the proper demonstration of a wall sit, I'm going to again tell you the 3 common errors of a wall sit. First of all, hands again. If you do not have your hands on the if you do not have your hands on your laps, it doesn't provide stability, because if you dangle your hand, you are kind of moving like side to side, which is not what I want. I want you guys to perform a well executed wall sit, which is a stable one, a perfect one, like in 90 degrees, and most importantly, an effective one. The second thing that she actually did correctly is her knees are in 90 degrees flexion also. So, pretend that you are sitting on a chair, okay, a 90 degrees chair. Okay, so it's just like this. Okay, make sure you have your knees in 90 degrees flexion, because if you do not, then it's not really testing your quadriceps like we want to. It is also kind of testing your hamstrings too. So please make sure that you have your knees in 90 degrees flexion as always. And the third common mistakes that people do in wall sit is their backs arc also. So because you are going to lean against the wall, if you have your back arc, you're not really engaging your core like I want to. Okay, so please make sure that you guys are always engaging your core, and then back remains straight. I don't want to see arc back, because it may actually pose injuries too. Okay, so that is all for our wall sit. And for wall sit, I want you to do the same. So I want you to do 3 sets of 1 minute. For 1 minute lah. So 1 minute, you take a rest for like 30 seconds. Then do your 1 minute, your second set, 30 seconds rest, and the last set. Okay, so that is all for today's training session. I hope that you guys learn a lot from today, and I'll just see you guys in the next training session. Please make sure that you guys hydrate well, rest well, and just enjoy the whole training session. Thank you so much.